Good afternoon, guys. My name is Kuliyoshi, and welcome back to my 100% playthrough of Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition for Nintendo Switch. In the last video, we did the Hyrule map as much as we could, at least, getting some items done, and now we found another new map in the form of Grand Travels. We're just gonna introduce ourselves to each of the maps one by one so we know what to do, and I'll kind of just ignore some of the objectives if there's like items there and just go straight for the missions. The expansive land consists of two vastly different environments, Great Plains crossed with railway tracks, and a sprawling ocean that seems to reach far behind the horizon. You can be in your area wherever you like. Explore every corner of the two environments to find the Dark Ruler inside of the map. Do you aid him to win the day? Head to Margas can be found on the center map. This protects the land from a curse cast by two giant beasts, but the sand will fall every 3 miles. That falls to about the turf will take fat. Moving between map squares will become more difficult. You can restore the sand to the top half by defeating giant boss squares marked as final battle. In the same battle multiple times will restore dimes each time. The boss giant encounters can be countered in certain final battle squares throughout the map. Defeat all boss giant boss to reverse from the Grand Travels map once and for all. Okay. We're starting here, looks like. Defeat the copycat soldiers as Impa. We are starting with Impa from the looks of it. Impa is another one of our strong characters, so that's fine. Just like before, when we start in the beginning area is not really that bad, I guess. You could say that. But I'm gonna actually try and use a little bit more. And yes. Now, as you already noticed, these are based off of the Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks map. It's called Grand Travels map. We need to get a final boss area unlocked as soon as possible. Alright. Good. Now, the first missions are probably going to be easy, similar to the other missions we've dealt with before. Okay, good. Now, these actual maps are definitely more difficult as they get to the later stuff, but they only seem to really get difficult when you move into the red areas. Okay, good. If you want to actually get more materials, it's probably better to let the copycat soldiers transform on purpose, because then you can just KO them as Zelda or whatever character you want to get more experience. Though it does take a little while for that to happen. And again, we get our item from this part, and then we can do other stuff. So the sand moves down after every 3 battles, and that's kind of bad, because then it makes all the areas a bit more difficult. Well, that's quite a bit interesting. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. On scares with the line back Chaikai, you can swap my item for food. The back Chaikai disappears from the skirt after just a single trade, will pop up again after a certain number of battles. Unseal lasts for the duration of seal battle, so make use of the sale and stock up on food when you can. Same squares as Sods, though you have the opportunity to receive an item card of the choosing. Elms disappear after one use, but will reappear after certain battles. We have to look around the map, by the way, to find stuff. Okay, let's put an end to the enemy's decisive plan next, I guess. Well, I feel like this is going well so far. Of course, there's not a lot we can do in the beginning areas. Probably just gonna go for other stuff. Well, that was very quick. Instantly defeated them. And I can just do this one time later to unlock, supposedly Toon Zelda is here. I'm pretty sure that's Toon Zelda. I definitely remember her quite a bit. Alright. Okay, my game actually shows you where to find a specific item card. Alright. Okay, we have all the items now. So this is a rock. Okay, so from what I found out, it seems like the best way of doing this is to go through C8 and down here first, because then you can, go stuff up here. So I'm gonna actually go to this bottom part first, and this strategy will allow me to unlock Toon Zelda a bit quicker, which is very helpful because I definitely need to unlock her at some point. Alright, so yeah, beyond that, the mission's pretty straightforward. And yes, I am going to just go through and do the specific route, because I just figure out how to unlock Toon Zelda, and I will try and get her as soon as possible, because again, a character, the sooner you can get their rewards later. Alright, so we have to defeat all captains again. Because we're so strong, we could probably just outright kill them without dealing with their ability, so let's try and do that. The problem is, though, they don't take any knockback from anything. Okay. Maybe for the others, I'll just kill the magic stats, too. Okay, Link, you're going to go up here. And I'm just gonna ignore Medley real quick and head for this captain instead. Oh. Okay, good. Link. Okay, this makes him a lot easier to kill. Well, that was quick. Okay. So that weakens all the captains, and now we can actually deal with them properly. Ellie's definitely not as easy as the others to take out. Now we only need to complete the missions to move on to the easier maps. Though we'll probably end up getting A rank by accident on them just because, well, it's faster to do so anyway. Alright. Okay. Alright. Defeat the copycat soldiers. Well, that's pretty straightforward. As well. There's not a lot of items we can get here right now, so we'll I'll just go up to C6 as fast as we can. Oh, here we go. Suzella. A war between the spirit of good and gains a hate called the Cain saw evil seed away. The land then entrusted to the people. The princess of Hyrule traveled with the hero to save the world of spear tracks. The princess' body was taken by those seeking to rear after demon Cain, yet her spirit remained. In armor of the guardian of the tower spirit, she used her strength to help the hero. Her massive use fierce shows that she can morph into a giant iron ball to deal piercing attacks. Ooh, boy, that sounds bad. I think we might need her, actually. We'll see. As if there are opponents here. Okay, there is. We have to face Medley first, though. We have to face a ton of Medleys in this already. My goodness. So it really expects us to have a lot of the characters unlocked at this point. We've only started just barely, and we have other characters, and this is a different looking too. Like, I think this is his weapon from Spirit Tracks, or one of two. Might have more. Okay, that takes care of that. Yeah, my apologies if I am using the same character. Okay, so she is literally an armor ace. That's what she is. Okay, there we go. That was quick. This should be like the third battle, right? So the sand should move down now. Unless it's on the left side only, I don't know. Whoop, my bad. Alright. Okay then. This map is really cute, honestly. I like all of the adventure maps here. They definitely have their own unique modes. By the way, this one is supposed to be just a item from something else. Okay, wow, the sand has gone down quite a bit now. Okay. Rack up your kill count as Lana. Okay. Well, that's also pretty straightforward. We're not going to... Actually, I'm joking. I think I will use Lana. So that means we're gonna have to go to Apothecary here before we start this mission. And We'll go ahead and auto-prepare an EXP accelerator for this mission, which will be nice. Okay, I was just making sure I was using experience. Since I'm doing that, let's use this on her and use Master Sword Link and just deal with this mission that way. This is one of the weaker missions, so it might not actually award us a lot of experience. I'm just doing this because, well, it's really fun to use this on these maps because these are the best way to grind experience in the game, so may as well. Defeating Darknut will make reinforcements appear. Well, before I do anything, let's KO him. And then try and get the magic troops as fast as possible. Okay. Look at all the enemies spawning. Alright, one of them's gonna be that one. No, it's gonna do that first instead. Or, I guess maybe this is not a mission where they do that. Now, it is very important to make sure we actually KO this. Okay, here's our giant boss of 1. Because this is an easier one, we only need to get 1,000 KOs to actually achieve the reward we want, but it's very important to still kill enemies as much as we can. And I am gonna keep using simply because her attack is really overpowered, arguably one of the best. Oh my goodness, Goma, are you gonna attack? Okay, there we go. I was wondering when you were going to do that. Okay, we're gonna do this. This is what does a ton of damage to bosses. Yeah, okay, we instantly got that. Of course, since it's on hero mode, he's not dead yet, of course. No troll attack this time, though. Straight into his attack that we want, which is nice. We'll use a special to clip him out. Alright, there he goes. And now we have more opponents to defeat. Lana happens to be our weakest character. That's the only reason why we're using her, just so that we can get her more levels, because it's not a bad idea considering that we'll probably have to use more characters as well. In fact, it's because of those single character requirement spots that we have to do a lot of leveling of all the characters. I feel like Toon Link might have a weapon on one of these maps, but it might also be on the other one. Okay, now that we've spawned all the reinforcements, since this is the easier mission, they will not appear again for quite some time. Only unfortunate side effect is there doesn't seem to be a lot of enemies on these maps. This is what it is, though. Guess if I really want to get experience, I should just do it on the maps that are 10 minutes long instead. And yes, this is on hero mode, so everything has a lot more health and does a lot more damage. But this is still the starting area, so that means it's only a slightly annoying. It's not until you get to, like, orange when it really starts getting bad. We have an item to get here. Let's take that so we can... Alright. Okay. So this should go deal with any KO goals we have to deal with. This one in particular, we usually get a lot of KOs. And yes, I'm using Lala and not necessarily going straight to Link because one, I want more variety, and two, this mission's not actually that bad, so with Lana, I can definitely still do the mission as her. We have used her quite a bit, but it's still nice to get some variety, especially considering the last couple missions have literally just been Young Link and Link over and over again. Okay, now they're starting an all-out attack, so now they're gonna come right to us. This is where we'll probably get more KOs. I think this could actually work good as well. Okay, looks like there's not much around Link, so not going to deal with that. And looks like we got a 500 KO. Yep, just barely. We got 500 KOs. The reason why I always mention that is because that is one of the medal requirements to get 500 KOs. First, once you know how to play this game, you can get 500 KOs on almost every character regularly. In fact, it's once you know what to do, you can get 500 KOs on a focus sphere for pretty much every character in the game, just using these missions, because, well, so it makes it so good. Fortunately, it looks like we only gained 1 level from this, so that's just because it's a weaker level mission. Alright. At least get 2,500. Yep, just barely. That's a good amount, especially for not using Young Link, who is even more overpowered. Feel like having some variety is nice though. Vanna is also one of our higher level characters, so this is also a pretty straightforward mission. Looks like we won somehow. Well, actually, it was a landslide victory there. Okay, so heading up here, we'll get another item, and then we can take that back to the Spirit Tracks map. I believe the side is probably Phantom Hourglass, and the right side is, I guess, Spirit Tracks, because I don't see what else it can be. By the way, it probably should have gone down at least twice, right? If I'm correct. Okay, it's still good. We're gonna do this one now. Start dialogue forces and defeat the enemy. Oh, this is a freeway battle. Oh boy. Sure, why the heck not? We'll bring back Lana for a second time. Because why the heck not at this point? Alright, beyond that though, once we clear this mission, we'll get the item card and that's it. Okay, this one does have a Skulltula, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna ignore the second Skulltula because, there's actually an Archetype I have to get with a different character later, so I need to make sure that I, get that. And we are working with Toon Link, a classic. He is the main character of this map, so that makes sense, I guess. Oh wow, these are a bunch of recruiters now. I'm gonna use Young Link to kill this spot first. And then we're gonna kill all these captains that are advancing first. So it looks like we need to deal with them first. I'm trying to do that as fast as I can. Okay, I'm gonna have... I think you are closer. So, these are the blinking dots. Okay, good. Alright. I think the sooner I do this, the easier it'll become, so let's just deal with this first. Alright. As for the actual Skulltula, it's okay, it's southwest of the ally base, so just pretty straightforward. Okay, now that we've done a lot of this, let's go and clear out these enemies right here, and then I'll use Young Link to clear out the forces up top. That's not the combo I wanted, by the way, but oh well. See if we can get them. They are pretty close to our base, so we need to act quickly here. As the game will say sometimes. Well, I think I'll just use magic to take them out. We need KOs still, so we're gonna KO next to this area right here. Here's where they all are. That's our commander we have to face. See ya. The classic eye of this game, Imitator. I like how I can do this to just get most of the stuff. Okay, we have our item located in the little round area just southwest of Allied Base. Right here, okay. Nice and easy Skulltula to find. And now we get this big booming theme while we wait for other stuff to happen. Okay, we'd probably want to take out the second commander first. Oh, we have messengers as well. There's so many stuff to deal with. Well, he's probably gonna be priority number 1. Good. And then we have Advanced Recruiter actually grouping up with a couple of characters. Not bad. That makes them easier to KO because we could just do this to defeat him, and then we can go straight for the second commander, which for some reason does not have any keeps this time. Okay, we have Wizro to take out as the second commander. Although we had ability to look for Toon Zelda, it looks like our nation didn't play yet, so we still have a lot to wait. Good. Finally. You know what? I could just go straight for the item now that we've gotten this done. They're tying me, that's fine. I can, if I kill the boss quick enough, it won't even matter. I'm gonna kill the enemies out here to get full magic and just AO stuff. Look at all the enemies I killed just by walking up here. Alright. Got him. Actually, that's her. I mean, whoops. Okay, well, we got our canon item card. Now we can get Toon Zelda. And then we can come back here later to get our second golden Skulltula. And yes, any of the giant boss squares are the only areas where we can make the hairs stop for a minute. So I think our idea is to try and find one as soon as possible. Sand has fallen through the Phantom Hourglass. Yep, indeed it has. There's not many giant boss battles, though. I'm actually kind of unaware of what to do. Okay, that is, I just wanted to make sure that was the turret. Okay, there we go. This is a really cute theme, I love it. It's just fun. Alright, that deals with that problem. So I think just unlocking different squares is better. Alright. Okay. Okay, so you can have... So, from what I found out, you can advance through the map pretty quickly if you know what to do. But, if all the sand falls through the Phantom Hourglass, you have to do A rank. Guess what that means? It doesn't actually really matter that much. If anybody remembers what 100% is, part of the 100% goal requires us to get A rank anyway, so... The only thing that really changes is we just need A rank to advance everywhere. So it's not actually that bad if you know how to play the game. And we'll probably actually see that before the end of this episode if we clear this other stuff. But anyways, clearing this mission again gives us access to Toon Zelda for the first time. Who, as you saw, is actually a big little spirit warrior instead of an actual human Zelda like she is in her actual games that she is, though she probably she first appeared in Wind Waker. Oh, this I did not know this was here. I'm kind of tempted to get this done. Okay, well, we're going here next. Doesn't really matter what to do. Yeah, we're gonna explore this. Alright. Fort the supercharged enemies, Lana. Again. Does it, like, move around? I honestly don't know if it moves around. Anyways, I don't care right now, because we are about to find out what that actually does. This definitely seems like a complicated map to go through, though, definitely. So this one is tricky. You have to find all the die boss squares to make the Phantom Hourglass actually accessible, and then you defeat the enemies there to finally lift the curse once and for all. Which I find quite interesting. Well, that was quick. See, I just took out that guy just like I did on the other two. It's not actually that hard. There's nothing you can do. You should just come out, me, brother. I'm actually gonna finish this off as well, just so we can see a different animation instead of seeing the characters. Yes, when the characters are like that with like a red aura around them, that means they'll take no block back and they're very strong. So they're actually kind of deadly if you're on a higher difficulty. So it's important to make sure they are dealt with as soon as possible. Sia sends data and send enemy units. Oh boy. Also, I feel like even though this takes longer, I still want to do this anyways, because it's like, well, I already mentioned that using the same character over and over again gets a little bit tired after a while. I hope to use Toon Link a little bit more in these missions, since this is our game where Toon Link is your main character instead of regular Link. And yes, in case anybody is wondering where these games come from, both Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks, at least at the moment, are DS exclusive. Though you could also get them on the Wii U if you want. Now, they are pretty interesting games, definitely, each in their own unique way. Phantom Hourglass, I actually remember, has a really interesting multiplayer mechanic if you play on the DS version, which of course I have both of those games. Initially, I've never wanted to play them a lot, but I did eventually play Phantom Hourglass a ton. It's one of the few DS Zelda games I've nearly beaten, though it is very difficult to get past a certain point. And yes, that's what this game is based on. Is he one of the ship's item cards will activate a captain power, while engine item card will activate an engine card. Captain and engine powers will last for a limited amount of time. The power duration counters will decrease by 1 after each battle. When the counter reaches 0, its power will fade. Even if disincidentally benefit from the current battle, the counter will still increase, so use the items wisely. Ooh. Unlock the railway track. Ooh. Stop the rogue forces and defeat the enemy again. This is our straightforward one. Oh, this one does actually have a KO go. Okay. I'm gonna just main Link here instead, and I use the art characters as backup. Because from what I found, Link can definitely get a lot of kills a lot quicker, so I feel like using this is the best option. And yes, we will see what the effect of the Phantom Hourglass does eventually. But of course, if we face any battle with a giant boss in it, then we'll just... Oh wow, there's... Okay. Oh geez, I'm trying to do an attack against you, Icicles. He's like dodging everything. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, we killed him now. Okay, defeating the events recruiter there. I think the sooner we defeat the captain, the better this is. Alright. Good, Metally's actually helping us this time. There we go. Now Icicles will stop dodging every 15 minutes. We've not seen Winkle's animation in a while, so we'll go ahead and show it again. Alright. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, let's do it. It'll be fun. As if that doesn't already reference a particular show that probably everybody knows about by now. Nothing else. Miss Linkle is not going to last long, though. I don't know why I called her that, but whatever. Okay, so that takes care of the annoying recruiter units. Okay. Okay, good. Well, we don't have to deal with advanced recruiters anymore. Just KO all these Visipos, though, so they don't get to do anything. I'm gonna use Youngling here for a second. Okay, actually, no. I want to send you up top to help out with, this, Alameda is, now attacking Volga. And I'm an entire sea attack. And not much I can do about it. Probably just gonna have to KO the Aptons here. Oh, look at this mess on Volga. Yeah, we're gonna help him out right now. I'm gonna just use Link here. Alright. Alright, Toon Lake is gonna guard the base. And, while I wait, Lana's gonna go after this Manhandla stock down here. And also simultaneously attempt to protect Medley. Alright. And yes, I don't want to deal with a seed attack. It gets really annoying after a while, though. If you're in a keep, they can actually hit you, which is a little bit nice. Okay. Alright. Okay, good. That deals with the seed attack. Just to make sure that I don't get bounced around every 15 minutes or so. Oh, here we go. This is Toon Zelda's actual animation. Oh, why? The Spirit Princess, Toon Zelda. I don't let you get in our way. Well, I'm afraid I will have to. Alright, yeah, I don't care about you, Hylian Captain. I don't care how many times you say it. I might save you all the time, especially when I'm trying to take out a boss here. Darn it. Magic attack. He's tried to do a lot of stuff, but yeah, we just took her out. Alright, Toonzella is gone. I should actually look to see if there are any final battle maps nearby. Once I find one, I could just spam that over and over again, though at this time I don't really care. If I just get all the A ranks, it won't really matter anyways, unless it also makes getting A ranks more difficult. If that's the case, then that'll make it way more annoying, actually. That being said, the mechanic does look a lot scarier than you think at first. Alright, let's just do this. I don't care. I want to get rid of all these add weapons here. And yes, Tetra is the other form of Toonzella. Oh boy. Moving to the next square will now be more difficult. Hey, okay, it doesn't actually move. It just makes everything A rank requirement. Win the rupee competition. Oh boy. Okay. Well, we need some more rupees on Toonzella before we do anything, so we'll go ahead and do this for a second. 60 she will become. That'll make her not terrible. Let's see what badges we can give her. We didn't really get a chance to do badges on any of the other characters because I kind of ignored it, but now we're gonna do that. Looks like the first ones are pretty straightforward though, thankfully. I feel like some of them used to be a lot more difficult. Pretty much anyone with like any items from other characters that you don't have are the most difficult ones to get. Okay, for once she can actually be upgraded quite a bit. So you know what? We will do that. And yes, we will be upgrading the other characters as well when we get a chance to. Okay, so this makes her not suck. We'll give her our defense level 1s if we can. Looks like we can. It's actually pretty straightforward to get defense level 1 on her. That's good because the last characters I had to get stone bin blockers all the time, and I still do not know how to farm a lot of those guys off, so it's definitely gonna take a long time to do. We already got a golden on her. That's surprisingly early for that. We're only gonna just do the basic stutter, obviously. I'll skip that. Alright, we have to use Toonzella, so we're gonna use her as a first ability, and I guess we'll go ahead and show off some of her abilities. But most of the actual area will be done as weak. That being said, I do want to use her a little bit, so I'll kind of just split things up here. And I'll kind of just KO the rupee captains. The idea is to just ignore all the guys here and kill any of the rupee captain opponents. Oh jeez, that's real. Alright, here we go. Good. Rupee captain has been killed. We'll kind of just mix it up, I think. Just try and kill the rupee captains as quickly as we can. Okay, good. Okay, good. Let's kill the fairy hunters and other stuff. This is how we get a lot of rupees, by the way. Oh my goodness, no, I do not want that. Take your, Sarah, I want this rupee captain instead. If you can get that right, it actually has a lot. Alright, let's see what her special is. Just a big... I actually expected a lot more to appear, but oh well. I feel like just using the Link is slightly better. That being said, I do like using the air. Let's see how best I can take this out. Can I at least attempt to KO a Dark Linkle here? Because I feel like I can't really do that until later. Defeated a Dark Linkle there. They don't really have many rupees though. If we just keep on KOing all the Fairy Hunters and Rupee Captains, then it's pretty straightforward. Hang on, let's use a special here real quick. Goodness, we like got all the Dark Wrinkles there. Oh, there's also a giant boss with them as well. Alright. Their strength is amazing. Oh, they summoned a Rupee Faith. That's annoying. Good. That was close. Almost didn't get him. Whoop. That's not the one I wanted. There's still quite a bit to go. This guy's really strong, jeez. It's not gonna be enough, probably, or not. I did kill him. Okay, good. So that deals with that problem. Ooh, they are exhausted. Oh, took out a Dark Wrinkle, nice. Yeah, as long as you don't allow them to get... Oh, jeez, that guy's really quick. Now, if Rupee Feet hits me even a single time, it'll just steal rupees immediately from me. So, to make sure that doesn't happen, I need to make sure to... just straight up run away from it. Take out another Dark Linkle. That was easy. I didn't show it or animation, but I'll probably have to show it at one point. Well, at least we have this. We get a heart container for Toon Zelda now, which is nice. Easy win. Most of these competitions are actually pretty easy, except for probably the keep one, simply because I haven't done that yet. Alright. I got the bonus is only like 4,000, but you get a lot more rupees just from doing it overall. Alright. Well, we're about to find out what each of these do. Achieve a higher battle rank for KO count. To move to an adjacent map square. Fishing rod, ooh. There's a fishing rod, huh? Oh, this is a final battle. This is a final battle, so if we were to clear that right now, that will give us the item that we mentioned before. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Yep. Okay, that's how we unlock maps. On Spirit Tracks is to get those railway tracks and use them. So let's go ahead and do that. Bam! Okay, so we have new maps unlocked on both areas. But that's actually going to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this map. It's actually a really cool looking map. I like it. It's quite interesting the way they designed this. A lot of these are quite a bit different. In fact, both of the maps we just showed, the Rolul and Grand Travels, these are actually DLC in the 3DS version, but since we're playing on the Switch version, we already have that installed by default, so we don't even have to worry about it at all, and that makes it really cool, because you can just fire up items as much as we want. So, yeah. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this, though. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next map or video. Whatever. Bye.